It ended in a great way, in that to make that playoff run, to beat George Mason in the semifinals in the fashion that we did, in an incredible fifth game. They beat us twice in the regular season, so that was a great feeling. To get to the EIVA finals for the first time in program history, and again, I think is an important symbolic moment for us, and the guys felt great about that, and deservedly so. They worked really, really hard to get to that point. Penn State was excellent in the finals, so we ended up that one step short. But I think the last 2 weeks have passed, and I think we're starting to feel pretty good about really just the many of the things we accomplished this season. Both our setters are seniors this year, and they have been extraordinary contributors to the program and on and off the court. Derek Jansma has been, I'd have to check, but missed almost no practices in 4 years. He played multiple positions for us. He's one of the hardest workers in practice. Loves to play the game, like a few other players I've coached. Rob Lothman is two-time All-EIVA setter, and I think in some ways his improvement over these last few years is partly why we were able to make that jump into the national rankings, into being real contenders for the EIVA championships. And Dan Martin's the kind of guy who just makes any team better, whatever team he's a part of, and contributes in countless ways. I felt the middle block of Caleb Simic took a big jump this year, especially defensively. I think last half of the season he was one of the best blockers in the EIVA and maybe nationwide. And DJ White, took had to take a little bit more of a leadership role this season with Matt Jones graduating. We had to look to him a little bit more on offense. Our serve receive, he played a bigger role in that as well. And I felt he evolved over the course of the season as well. And then Brandon Clemens came in and had to change positions a little bit for us, a different position that he played in high school. Really smart player, hits for a high percentage, and is the kind of guy who will, you just have to tell him one or two things and he's going to work on it until he really gets it down. And he showed a lot of maturity and poise this year, and played real well for us in some tough situations. I think if we improve in the serve pass area, and we compete better in that, for that, we talk about winning the serve pass game and being the team that serves better in a given match and receives serves better. I think we really can compete with anyone in that way. I think our outside hitters are superb, our middle blockers are excellent. So that'll be a focus in the fall. We need to be a better serving team. We'll have we're expecting a freshman setter to come in and play a big role for us. And that's a tough position for a freshman to come into. And it'll be, to pose some challenges, but to return 6 or 7 starters is a great position to be in, and I feel great about that. I feel great about the guys who are coming in, and I think they'll play a role for us.